All right.
Oh,
Are y'all failing or are y'all doing good? I don't know why.
fine. Because I am home all day and like, I'm not at work where people are bringing treats and I don't have to bring treats. So I'm not around all that. So my typical nutrition schedule has been the same.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
haven't met with family yet. That's going to be next week.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it's probably going to be a little difficult, but I'll
Yeah.
have my cheat meals along those days.
Yeah. Good. Are you gonna go stay somewhere with your family for a couple of days or what does it look like?
My family time just is like this Sunday with my parents and my children
Mm-hmm.
and my brother. We have one big meal and we exchange gifts then. And then on New Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I'll probably be here home and my children will come in and out to visit me here.
Yeah.
So it's this year I'm kind of in a situation where I really don't have to worry too much about all the stuff being brought.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That is good. I mean, it makes it easier for you this year for sure.
So I feel like it's not an easy thing for me to pipe in and say and give suggestions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kimberly said,
Ladies, take over.
yeah. Kimberly left on the chat. She said the holidays are tough. Came home with chocolates my hubby brought home. He received from employees. So hard to resist when I come home from teaching and meetings, feeling so stressed. So true. Stress eating is a thing right now, isn't it? So it really is. Stress eating is a thing. And we're all, and while it's a great season, some of it's very stressful. I know a lot of people get really depressed around this time and maybe had lost a loved one and it's first holiday without them. There's all kinds of reasons, that people really don't enjoy the holiday for some reason or the other. And it can be stressful, like buying the gifts and all the things. And just to see the food all around us, stress eating is a real thing. How have you guys dealt with that? Have any of you dealt with stress eating before?
I have. Worked for, corporate in the corporate world. I work for a food distributor and it's just very stressful because they want those sales, everything's down from last year, blah, blah, blah. So it's tough, but I find that since I started this program that I'm not doing it as much because I'm fueling my body with the protein and I can really tell the difference. The only time I've done it is when I didn't meal prep and I was like, dang it, if I would have had my stuff meal prep, I wouldn't be picking at stuff right now, stressing like, oh my God, I can't, spoil us now. I got to eat something good.
Mhm.
But, it's baby steps.
It is baby steps. And,
Hmm.
I had one of the ladies say the other day, she said, I like to snack at night. And it's a really downfall for me. She said, I'm trying not to snack at night. I know I shouldn't eat at night. And I said, well, why shouldn't you eat at night? And she said, well, she had eaten all of her calories during the day and she just knew it wasn't good. And I said, is it something you know that you're going to probably want to do every night? And she said, well, yeah, and I know it's bad. And I said, how about embracing it? What? Like, how do you embrace? So, how about embracing that and planning for it? Right? Just like the stress, plan for it. Know that the stress eating is going to happen. So I know this is what I do. When stress happens at work, I do such and such. I just grab M&Ms or I grab whatever, plan on it happening and have something there to grab. Just like I told her, save some calories, maybe work your way backwards. If you know you want a snack and it's hard for you not to have a snack and that makes you fail all the time, then quit letting it make you fail. Go with it. Go with it. Plan it. Say, okay, I'm going to have a snack tonight. Here's what I'm going to have. Here's my snack. and then build the rest of your day around your snack. Sounds a little crazy, but this is a lifestyle. And ladies, if we keep telling ourselves, that's bad, I can't do that. That's bad, I can't do that. We get into this diet box where it's like, oh my God. And then when I would have whatever it was I wasn't supposed to have, the guilt came with it, but also so did if I was going to do it and feel bad about it, I was going to go down big. You know, I wasn't just going to have a little bit of it. I was just going to keep eating it and eating it until it was gone. And so we got to break that mentality. So those things that make you fail, sometimes they don't have to be a failure. They can be a success. You just need to look at it a different way. When I drank a lot, I drank every single night. It was my thing. I drank a drink every single night. And Wade said, I think it's more about having something in your hand than it is a drink. And I said, I don't think so. I enjoy the drink. I'm being really honest. And he said, no, I think it's about. So then he said, well, why don't you have this and that and the other? He'd named tea, hot teas. You like hot tea? And I'm like, oh my God, like that doesn't even compare, to a drink, a hot tea. Are you kidding me? That's like a sissy drink, when I drink, which is very, very rare. I can't tell you when I drank last. It's been a long time, but I would drink whiskey and Diet Coke. That was my thing, So you're telling me to drink hot tea? No fun. That's how I felt. But I will tell you this, that it really was about that holding something in my hand. Really. Not at first though. Because when I first started having that hot tea, I felt like, this is stupid. I don't like this. I'm just being really honest. It didn't feel great to me and it didn't make me feel better. But after just a little bit of it, then I was like, I just completely forgot. I got away from it having to be my nightly ritual to have a drink. And now my nightly ritual, I don't even think about it, is just to have some tea. It's weird. I love apple cinnamon tea. And right now in this season is really, really good when it's cold outside. But you have habits. Instead of saying, I can't, say, well, maybe I can if I tweak it. Because that seems to work better than telling yourself no all the time. Have any of you ever done that? Replace something with something else that works better for your goals? Michelle, you have? What have you done?
Oh yeah, instead of having everybody wants chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, it fits in my macros or in my stuff, and it's 7 Sundays sunflower cereal, real cocoa. You don't need milk with this. This is a treat. But if I want something chocolate, I get a cup. That's good enough. I don't need any more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I took the good old Hershey chocolate, and it's 27 carbs. I mean, but for my carbs, it fits.
Yeah.
It's great to me. I mean, mine's chocolate.
That's good. We get into these, we don't want to feel deprived. And one thing that I was talking to some ladies today on their coaching call about was how they're going to navigate, traveling and staying 3 or 4 days at someone else's house and those kind of things. I had one of the clients this evening say, well, how do you do it if you travel and you're staying at somebody's house? And I said, I'll tell you, I take things with me or I go to the store when I get there. But I still eat their food too. So what I usually do is if we go to my parents' house, Wade and I will get into Ohio and we will just go to the grocery store and we'll get things that we can eat and we'll put them right in the fridge. Now it was weird at first because it's like my mama is a cook. I was telling one of the clients earlier, if it doesn't have a cup of sugar and a stick of butter, my mom's not going to make it. It's just everything tastes great because it has a cup of sugar and a stick of butter in it. Everything tastes wonderful. And so that's hard when I go home. My parents, for two people, I have never seen people have so much food. They had 6 kids, so I have 9 brothers and sisters younger than me. And so I it was always used to food everywhere. You know, my brothers, 6 brothers, they will they'll pack away some food. But my parents act like everyone still lives there. You go to their house and the refrigerator's full, and they got another refrigerator in the little house next door. I'm like, oh my God. And so when Wade and I go, I mean, everything is fattening. And there's even like candy bars, little candy bars, always in bowls, candy of all different kinds. And so Wade and I have to take things with us. We'll go to the grocery store. I'll get yogurt. I'll get cottage cheese. I'll get protein bars. We'll take protein shakes, stuff like that. My mom will make like chicken, and we'll put some back and we'll put it in the outside refrigerator, so we'll have it for later. But what I always do is before my mama makes a meal, I'm not going to go in my mama's house and not eat the food that she prepared. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to eat before I go to my mama's house. So while I'm in my room, before I go to eat, I will grab something that I can eat, like a protein bar or something, to help myself not be quite so hungry. And then when I go over and I eat all the foods that I love that my mother makes, I'm not eating huge quantities because I don't have all that room in my tummy. And that's just how I do it. To my mother-in-law's house, I will take my food. Now she doesn't, their family, Wade's family, they're all little tiny people. They don't eat a bunch of food like my parents, but they still will have things where I'm like, if I'm really dialed into my nutrition and it's not a holiday, I'll go there. Last time we went over there, what were you guys doing? Decorating the tree. And as a family, they were decorating the tree. And so I went with Wade, and I knew that they were going to have stuff probably that I couldn't eat. And I actually just took my lunch. And his parents, I said, I brought my lunch. I'd love to share it with you guys if you want some of it. And they're like, oh, well, thank you, but we're going to eat this. And they had all the good stuff. Oh my gosh. They had desserts, and his sister had brought in all this stuff from a little local like deli place, and it was good. But I ate my food, and then I had part of a brownie or something, babe? Yeah. Part of a brownie. I brought my own drink because I really didn't, they either have Coke or water, and I didn't want water. So I brought myself a coconut drink, and I had it. So I really enjoyed it, and I did good, and I still had just part of a brownie. What type of protein bars do I recommend? If you ask me, my favorite ones to taste are Fit Crunch bars. I think they taste like a real candy bar. They have 16 grams of protein in them and 190 calories. They're Fit Crunch by Robert Irvine, something like that. They are so good. They're in a yellow box, and the ones that are peanut butter ones, I mean, I could eat those instead of a candy bar. It just tastes like just a regular candy bar to me. And then I like Barbells bars as well. You can get those online or even at Kroger. Barbells is the name brand of those, and I really like those too. Ladies, what are your favorite protein bars? Share with us.
Bell. And then to me, it is pretty close to a candy bar too.
Mm-hmm. They're good. What's your favorite flavor? I think I like
whatever chocolate. It was like I don't remember what kind it was. I'm out. I ate all 4 of them already.
Yeah.
But those were good. I mean, it was like a chocolatey, fudgy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Barbell ones are. I think my favorite is the cookie dough, which I usually don't like a cookie dough flavor, but those are really good. They're rich, chocolatey, smooth, real yummy kind of.
Salted caramel. That's my favorite of the Barbell.
Mm-hmm. They're good. I like them all, really.
I'm gonna try that Fit Crunch.
Fit Crunch is good too, yeah. Who else has a different kind that you like? Michelle, what do you like?
Aloha.
Never heard of them.
The chocolate peanut butter tastes like a Reese cup.
Really? Where do you get them at? Do you have to order them?
I have no, you can get them at well, I don't know if there's anything out there. It's Fresh Time, and you get them online, you can get them on Amazon. There's like a chocolate chip cookie one too.
Mhm.
And they're very good.
Yeah,
Didn't taste like a bar.
yeah, good.
I like these ones, these Kirkland,
Mm-hmm.
chewy. They have 10 grams of protein in them. They taste like these are peanut butter chocolate chip, I think. But they're kind of chewy. They're almost like Rice Krispie treats, but they have but the bottom has like a chocolate on the bottom of it, and there's
Mhm.
little chocolate chips in it.
Mhm.
These are pretty good. And
Yeah,
they have them at Costco.
good. That's good.
So
Yeah, it
Allie,
has 14 grams of protein.
14. What were you gonna say? Carrie?
oh, I was going to say that, to be honest here, those protein bars, they're so good to me. I can't have them in my house because I'll just eat them like candy. So I don't have them in my house for that reason. And they're
Uh-huh.
healthy, but not when you have 3 or 4 of them within a couple hours. So
Mhm.
I literally don't buy them unless I'm going to travel,
Yeah.
right? So I
Mhm.
can say, okay, I'm bringing 2 for the travel
Mhm.
time, and then I'll have pack another 2 for like on the way back. So if I have them like a planned, like a purpose for them, then but other than that, I treat them like candy, and there's,
I get it.
I'm
I
eating like 500 calories with a couple of bars, 2 or 3 bars
uh-huh.
a
But
day.
you brought up a really good point because when we travel, it's hard to travel long distances in cars and not eat crap. Really. And that is one thing that's really a good idea to take something with you like a barbells bar. Now, a lot of gas stations even have some protein bars, barbells bars. I've, there's some gas stations that have like, I guess, AAA. What's that one we really like over town?
What?
The gas station we like where we get tea. What's that one called? Twice daily. Yeah. Twice Daily always has like protein bars. They have yogurts. It's a higher sugar yogurt, but they do have yogurt. But they've got like a cheese wrapped in some kind of meat in the sections. They've got boiled eggs. I'm not going to eat those boiled eggs, but they've got pickles, all kinds of things that you can get, bananas, apples that you can get instead of getting the chips and the soda, right? There's all kinds of things. You can make some good choices. They got almonds. Oh my gosh, I got some really good. I like those smokehouse almonds. So we can still, even though those aren't perfect choices, those are good choices. They're healthier versions, right? And we can do that. And we don't have to walk in and think there's nothing here I can eat. Stop at one of the better gas stations where you can get something. Okay. And plan for it. Like Terry said, she's taking stuff with her. She's taking bars with her just in case. That is great. If you don't plan to succeed, you plan to fail. If you don't plan, you plan to fail. So great job on that. Another thing you could do is maybe you know that you're going to have a bunch of dishes that you're not so sure, what am I going to eat when I get there? Just look at tell the host before you come, say, hey, can I bring something? I thought I was going, I thought maybe I could bring this. And it could be something that you take that's on point or kind of on point, a little bit better. So you'll have some kind of choice you can eat as your main course and then have whatever they're having too, so that you don't make them feel bad. Right. But listen, I used to eat not to make people feel bad. Have you guys done that before? Yeah, I did too. I quit doing that. That's the people pleaser in us. We want to please everybody, make everybody happy. The bigger the piece, the better my mom feels. She like, I really love it, Mom. It's so good. I'm gonna have another piece. And I'm sitting there going, you don't need it. You don't need it. And I'd eat it anyway, just to make my mama happy. Well, I quit doing stuff like that. I make my mama happy in other ways. So we've only got just a few more minutes. Do any of you guys have anything coming up that you wanted to talk about? Maybe how to navigate? Take snackies, put them in your drawer, your snacks. So when they bring the Christmas cookies to work or set them on your desk and all those things, that you can have one of your snackies first, then have a cookie. All right, if you want one. So you're not having 6 cookies and then going, crap, shit ain't my protein bar. Shoot. You know,
I've been finding myself volunteering to bring the veggie tray or like deviled eggs.
good.
Because I feel like I'm having a treat if I'm eating deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs, but and I know there's other stuff in there, but in the scheme of things, it's better than,
Yeah.
it could be so much worse, right?
Yeah, it could.
So
And we are making these plans because we want to find our balance. We don't want to be over here like, I'm on a diet. I can't have that. It's not going to work, ladies. It's not. We can't keep putting up those hard walls, but we've got to find that balance. And finding that balance is hard to do. And that's what this conversation is about. It isn't you're bad if you eat a brownie. It isn't you're bad if you have 3 chocolate chip cookies. It's not. It's about finding your way of success. And when you find it and it's awkward. I will tell you, the first time I ever took my food somewhere and walked in with it, I felt so weird. Like my mother-in-law's taking my lunch. That would have used to have made me feel so weird. It really would have. But I really don't discuss it too much anymore. They just kind of get it and they aren't mean to me about it. But my friends, I'm just like, I make no big deal out of it all. I really don't feel the need to really discuss it. And I still will eat some of what they're having. I don't want to make anybody feel bad, but I also quit eating to make people feel good too. And I had to find my balance. Like I said, if it's not worth the calories, I would never hurt somebody's feelings and throw it away in front of their face, but I will sneak it to the trash can. Because I won't eat it. I used to eat things that would just tasted nasty. Just because they were sitting near me and I didn't want to hurt their feelings. I get up, I'll talk around, I'll talk and move around the room, carry my plate with me. And before you know it, when they're not looking, blam, it's gone. Wrapped that thing in the trash can, threw it in when nobody was looking. But I just, I have goals and health goals, and that's important to me. And we just got to figure out how to navigate this. I'm so proud of you, ladies. It's not about, this is not like a sprint. It's a marathon. It is learning. It's how to navigate it, how to change our habits. And when you're first changing them, just like me trying to drink the hot tea, it feels weird. Like me bringing my lunch somewhere, that feels weird. Like, this is so weird. And after a while of doing it, it's like, you become more okay with it. It becomes a habit. And then sometimes you don't even think about it at all. Like I don't even think about the whiskey I'm missing, right? I don't think about it. I just go get my tea now. That's what I do. And that's how this lifestyle is for you guys. It's awkward in the beginning. You're learning. It's like, I don't know what to eat. I'm thinking about food all the time. The point wasn't to think about food all the time, Allie. I'm thinking about it all the time. And that's what happens when you've got to change your habits and learn about your food. You're thinking about food all the time. But it's thinking about making it, looking at it and making the right decisions. But build those habits. And once you build them in, like taking those snacks to work, being prepared. Do you have something that you enjoy to eat that can help you meet your goals instead of throw you off your game? There's blatant things that really could trip us up, and we know those things. Like my husband sitting right there, some hot man walks into wherever you are and says, "Hey baby, how are you doing?" You know what you're going to do. You're going to be like, no, you don't even think about it like that. I'm married. I'm sorry, go away. So there's the big things, but then there's the little things that we don't think about that cause us to fail. Like the snacks at work and all those kind of things that we like, the not being prepared to succeed. And we could even make crock pot meals. And we always tell everybody we don't have enough time to cook. How long does it take to put stuff in a crock pot before you leave for work? Not very long. There's many high protein crock pot meals. I'm gonna have to get them out to you guys because there's a website out there with 60 of them, and they're so easy. Just to make a crock pot meal and to show up at home and your meal is done. Back from work, your meal is cooked. It's great. And so they're really good. They're really creative too. So anyways, planning on that success, changing your habits will change your life, right? It's those little subtle things that get you, but you got to think about them, and you don't need to demonize those, but you need to fix them. So they're working for you, just like those habits of wanting to have a snack at night. Well, don't say I don't have to. You can say I can. Let's just make it work for me and not against me. Okay? Just work it, move it around, make it better, right?
Ellie, can I share something?
I
real
love
quick?
it.
So, I was struggling with that a while ago, and I finally talked to you about it, where I would, and I've done it forever, I would wake up in the middle of the night and just binge eat.
Uh-huh.
And it was just, I just did. And you made that suggestion, like, not to shame myself, let's plan for that.
Mhm.
Let's plan for that, Terry. And I don't know if it's the little kid in me. I don't know. And I still will once in a great while. But mind you, I did this forever. That was just my thing. But I started planning for it. And I did that for a while. But I don't know if it me planning for it took the power out of it. I don't know. I don't wake up in them anymore, Allie.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Something huge for me. I mean, I don't know. That had such control, and I shamed myself for it. Like, just don't do it, don't do it. And you're like, just plan for it.
Yeah.
You know, so simple. Just plan
Uh,
for it, Terry. And it was huge for me. So thank you.
Yeah, it does work. There, it's like what is that about us that wants things we're not supposed to have sometimes? It is so weird. Like when it feels forbidden, then it's like, oh, I have it. Like it almost controls you, and then the guilt comes with it. But when you break that cycle, and that's what you did, Terry, you're breaking the cycle of that, it does lose its power. It's like I can control this. That's how whiskey was with me. I gotta have that. I just, but once I broke the cycle of it, it's changed my life. It's really helped me because in the beginning it was just a shot of whiskey. Then it became half a glass of whiskey. And I'm talking drinking glass. It just kept getting more. And if Wade wasn't looking, I'd pour a little bit more. I always knew behind his back. I was slurring every night. So one night, babe. Mm-hmm. Hearing. Mm-hmm. So I had to break it because it was breaking me, right? And so Wade said, Allie, I saw you pour extra in there. And he is not like Wade he never tells me what to do like that. But he was concerned for me. And he said, I saw you pour extra in there. I would lie to him, say I didn't. He saw me do it. So that's when I had to break the power over it, Terry, just like that. It was just this thing. And once I broke the power over it, then I don't even think about it anymore. At some point, I really don't think about it anymore. So it's just those forbidden things that we deal with. And I don't understand what that is, but it's human nature. I'm proud. Great. Great job. Thank you for sharing that too. Well, ladies, we're going to get off here. I love you, ladies. I'm so proud of you. This time, maybe we don't lose 5 pounds this month, or 3 pounds, or even 1 pound, or no pounds. But let's find our balance. And let's go into this new year going, okay, I made it through the holiday. I did great. Let's enjoy it. Let's take the stress off. Let's find ways to succeed and not feel guilty, but find ways to succeed and have peace through this time and quit feeling guilty over the times we mess up and just keep putting one foot in front of the other, celebrating every single time that we have a win. Every single time that you do something good, I want you to celebrate that. Tell yourself, great job. Tell me, send me a text, send Tony a text, put it in your group. Hey, I did really good. I shocked myself. What I did. I never would have done this before. We want to hear those kind of things. You need to be able to celebrate those kind of things. They're important for you to say out loud. It's good to have wins, right? You ladies have a wonderful night. Patty, I saw you just came on. I'm sorry we're shutting down, girlfriend, but we love you. I'm proud of you too, honey. You're building muscle. You're going to see it before long. You just got to keep going. All right? Keep going. Keep being consistent like you are. Have a good night, ladies.